got what you need.
With him, it's all fun and games.
What more could you ask for?
Afternoons with Zwelly on 947. Wake up with a bang.
Hey, wake up!
Anele and the club.
On 947.
So once upon a time, my mom got wind that I had loaned a friend of mine money, right? My sister ratted me out
Okay.
to my mom. It's like, oh, Anele withdrew a chunk of cash and, gave it to this friend. And then my mom got wind of that. And then from that day, anytime that friend would call, let's say Frankie is calling. By the way, said friend is not Frankie, guys. So let's say my phone rings and Frankie's calling. My mom would be like, what does Frankie want? More money.
Yeah, because you get stuck on it.
That's it,
That's it.
For eternity.
Yeah.
Eternity. Until my mom passed, that one friend to my mom was the friend who just wanted money from me.
Did that friend ever give back the money, by the way? I just want to ask, sideline. No.
So your mom was right.
She was right, because moms are right.
Just didn't like her tone. So this is what we want to discuss today. Like, what did your friend do and you and your friend recovered, but to your mom,
Yeah.
never, ever. This is why I tell people, if you're fighting with your friends, don't tell your mom, bruh. You and your friend are going to get along again. Your mom will never, ever like that friend again.
Because your mom's also not part of the whole journey. Because you see her, and then you say, this is what's happening. She gets very angry because you're angry. Everyone's angry together. And then she doesn't get the makeup as we go.
I know I'm this friend for another friend of mine. Well, a girl I used to be friend with, Mandla, right? She was the only one with a car in the earlier years. And then the one night, we're coming back from a movie premiere, and there's a camera on Jan Smuts. When you're coming towards Hyde Park, you're
Right.
facing Hyde Park. Hyde Park is on your right now. There's that there's that two-way road. It has a terrible camera and it catches you. Mandla got grabbed by that camera at 2 a.m, and obviously the car was under her mom. And then the mom was like, what was going on? No, Anele, yeah. So anytime she heard of Anele, Anele, what did traffic fines?
The 2 a.m. girl.
Bad influence.
2 a.m. traffic fine, it's that Anele. You never get traffic fines except when you're with Anele.
I don't have a bad friend, but a friend of mine, we used to work together, I won't say where, had an editor who really couldn't stand her, made it so difficult. And every time she would tell her mother that, this person complicates my life, right? To this day, if that man pops up on TV, her mother's like, isn't that so-and-so?
The one
who
that
wasn't
doesn't
nice
like
to
you. See now. This is what we want to know. What grudge is your mom still holding
Yes, I was going
against a friend of yours? You and this friend have sorted it out, but your mom is like,
Your mom hasn't forgiven them.
011-8838-947. Send us a voice note 084-0000-947. And equally, if you're a mom,
Yeah, which grudge are you currently carrying?
which grudge are you currently carrying on behalf of your children? Let us know. Good morning. Bianca,
Hi, guys.
how are you, Bianca?
We're good. Oh, I'm good. How are you?
We're great. Hey, look, if it's you and your 9 personalities are more than welcome to partake in this conversation. Honestly, we don't
Yeah,
discriminate.
me, myself, and I.
Exactly.
Go for it. So, Bianca, who's still in the dog box with your mom because they did one thing wrong long ago and they'll never come back from it?
So we were in school and somehow we got our hands on some shooters one night for a sleepover at home. Needless to say, my friend couldn't keep her alcohol down and she threw up on the floor in my bedroom. And my parents ended up having to change the carpet because the smell just stayed and wouldn't leave. And yeah, she's a friend that had to make my parents change the carpets in my bedroom.
Is she still your friend?
We were, up until last year, we had a bit of a fallout
Again.
after almost 2 decades of friendship. But yeah, unfortunately not anymore.
And how long did it take you before you told your mom that you're no longer friends with her because you knew what she was going to say?
I don't even think they know because the fallout was pretty recent. But I'm sure if they had to find out, they'd be really happy. But
Yeah.
no, it's always the talk.
I was going to
And
ask.
one night,
Yeah, exactly. Does your mom bring it up all the time? She goes,
all the time.
Does your mom
all
bring
the
it up?
time.
nah.
All the time, guys. All the time. And I think what was worse was they walked into the room as it was happening. So, like, there was no denying it. There was no, I don't know what happened. No, it wasn't her. It was me. Yeah, no.
So, do your parents have like a code name for her, like Liz Hurley?
No, thankfully not. But no, it's always about, if we say her name, that's the one that threw up on the carpet. Yes.
It's like every time they see a Persian rug, they're like, hey, how's Aladdin?
No, it's bad. It's bad.
You see, guys, now the parents don't care that this friend may have given her 20 great years.
Yeah.
The day she tells them, I'm no longer friends with Liz Hurley, they'll be like, yeah, it was always going to happen from the day she threw up in your room.
It's the same within your relationship. That's also kind of dangerous to just, if you guys are fighting, it's best not to tell your parents, or, you know, because at the end of the day, they start to have like a grudge against that person.
Yeah, for me, Anele, it's not about the friend. For me, it's my landlord. Well, every time I have a problem, I'll tell my mother that, Mommy, the landlord did 1, 2, 3. Guess what? The other day when she came, she was like, oh, so this is the landlord. I was like, Mama, come on, cool down now.
You tell your mom something. You know, I had a follow. Jessica did this, and then she did this, and then when we were playing netball, this happened. And you just telling your mom because you're shooting the breeze in the car with her after she picks you up from school. It's 30 years later. You are still friends with Jessica. Your mom still hates Jessica because you guys may have had a little tiff in grade 10.
And the whole time you're going, oh, Mom, but that was so long ago.
It's been 30 years. What's the lesson here? Do not tell your parents when you have a fallout with your friends.
Hey, my mom is still holding a grudge of my black Converse shoes. One of my friends borrowed them 5 to 6 years ago. Just last week, I was sorting out my shoes. She was like, so Joy never returned the shoes, Bailey.
My mom cannot forgive or cannot forget what a friend of mine did to me. She made a move on my husband, and I still forgave her. I forgave her, but my mom doesn't want to see her. I'm on mom's side. Anyway.
I'm on your mother's side. Don't forgive her.
That's it.
She made a moving husband once. She's going to do it again. Lendt, good morning.
Morning. How are you?
We're good. How are you?
Good. Great. Thanks. So I've got 3 sons. The eldest one was in high school, and he had a friend whose parents were very rich. So it gave him a little bit of an attitude over all the other kids. And he would run his mouth and pick a fight with somebody and then stand behind my son. And my son used to take the beating or beat the person up. And I was called into the office. So the son's been fighting, and eventually I just called this friend Mouth. And I said, you know, one day your mouth is going to get you into trouble. Lo and behold, they grew up. They had their families. I went to my son's house one day. Who's there? Mouth. Mouth is there. And I went, hey, Mouth, you slow around. Needless to say, today, Mouth is in jail because of all the trouble he got into. Not even his daddy's thousands and riches can bail him out. Mr. Mouth.
Mouth shut now.
Yeah.
Say goodbye now. Back to making your morning.
Anele and the club.
I love this show. On 947.
Got what you need.
With him, it's all fun and games.
What more could you ask for?
Afternoons with Zwelly on 947.